Good morning, children. This is maths period, and today we will be revising Roman numerals. Children, do you remember what is number or numeral? It is a value expressed by symbol or figure or sometimes in words. It is made up of digits. And why do we need numbers? We need numbers for counting, for comparing, for measuring. Actually, without number, our day is incomplete. Our life is incomplete. Yes, do you agree with me? Yes. Now children, see what is here on the screen. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. What is this? These are digits. And with the help of these 10 digits, we make numbers. We frame new numbers. And these numerals are known as Hindu-Arabic numerals. In the same way, children, Romans used different number system for writing numbers, and that number system is known as Roman numerals. They use English letters to frame or to form numbers. So, repeat with me. Roman numeral is a system for writing numbers used by Romans. They used letters instead of numbers, okay, and they had no numeral for 0. They don't have any numeral for 0, and basically they use 7 letters of English for framing numbers. Like we use these 10 digits, they use letters of English. Now let's see what are those digits, those letters on which Roman numeral is based on. Now see, this is table. First row is Roman numerals. You can see letters of English alphabet: I, V, X, L, C, D and M. Yes, the value of these Roman numerals in Hindu-Arabic is I stands for 1, V for 5, X for 10, L for 50, C for 100, D for 500, M for 1000. With the help of these 7 letters, Roman frame new numbers. Okay, children, I believe what is Roman numeral is clear to you. Romans follow rules for writing numbers, and with the help of these rules, they combine letters in a different combination to frame different numbers. Now let's see what are these rules which is followed by Romans. Yes. Now the first rule says the numerals 1, 10, 100, 1000. That is I, X, C and M are special. They can be repeated. Only they can be repeated in a row up to 3 times. And whenever we are repeating, it is increasing its value. Okay, so they can be repeated in a row up to 3 times to form larger numbers. For example, children, see here. It is I and I. 3 times I means every time we are adding 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to what? 3. 2 times C means what is the value of C? 100. 2 times C means 100 plus 100, which is equal to 200. Yes. Now see, 3 times X means 10 plus 10 plus 10. That is equal to 30. What is the value of M? 1000. So 3 times M means 1000 plus 1000 plus 1000, which is equal to 3000. This is clear to you all? Now see what is next rule. A smaller numeral gets added to the greater numeral on its left. Children, please pay attention. It is telling a smaller numeral gets added to the greater numeral on its left. Means smaller number is added to the bigger number if it comes on the right hand side of bigger number. If smaller number is on the right hand side of bigger number. So which is bigger here? 5 or 1? 5 is bigger. Yes. So I is coming after V. It is on the right hand side of V. So we will be adding this. Here we will be adding. We are adding smaller number. What is smaller number here? I. Or in other words, we can say if greater number, that is 5, coming on the left side of the smaller number, we will add smaller number to greater number. Both are same thing, children. Smaller number on the right hand side of the bigger number, or the bigger number on the left hand side of the smaller number. Both are same situation, only we are playing with the words. So please pay attention. Smaller number on the right hand side of bigger number, we are going to add. Bigger number on the right hand side of, left hand side of smaller number, we are going to add. So 5 plus 1 is 6. Here 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. This is on right hand side. Yes, this is on right hand side of bigger number. So what we are going to do? We are going to add 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. That is 8. Now here you can see same way. 10 plus 10 plus 10. What we are doing it? We are adding. Here which is smaller number here? This. I is a smaller number. Yes, and all the bigger number is on left hand side. Yes, children, it is on left hand side. So you can see very well here. So it is already clear in the first rule. We can repeat I, X, C and M thrice. So here we are repeating X 3 times. 10 plus 10 plus 10. And the smaller number which is lying on the right hand side, we are going to add, that is 1. So 10 plus 10 plus 10, 30 plus 1, 31. So triple X and I is 31. In the same way here you can see LX, that is 50 plus 10, that is 60. I believe it is clear to you. Let's see what third rule says. Third rule says a smaller numeral gets subtracted from the greater numeral on its right. We can subtract only once from a numeral. Means smaller number. If the smaller number is on the left side of the bigger number. If the smaller number is on the left side of the bigger number. So what are two numbers here you can see, children? 5 and 1. Yes, and which is the smaller number? 1 is a smaller number. And it is on which side? It is on left side. So we are going to subtract from the bigger number which is on right hand side. So 5 minus 1 is equal to what? 4. So I and V is equal to 4. Now see in this which smaller number is on the left hand side? 1. And right side, what is on right side? 10. What is on right side? 10 is there. So here we will be subtracting 1 from 10, which is equal to 9. Now come see in the next one. Which is smaller? X or L? X is smaller. Why X is smaller? Because X value is 10 and L's value is 50. So a smaller number is coming on the left hand side. So here we are going to subtract from the bigger number, that is L. So 50 minus 10 is equal to 40. In the same way, X and C. What is C? Value of C is 100 and C is coming again on right hand side. Yes, children? Yes, I'm trying to write R. Yes, right hand side. So C is coming on the right hand side of smaller number and smaller number 10 is coming on left hand side of the bigger number. So here we are going to subtract 10 from 100, that is 90. If we subtract 10 from 100, what we get? 90. So the value of X C is equal to 90. Now let's see what is the fourth rule is saying. Fourth rule says a smaller numeral between two greater numerals gets subtracted from the numeral on its right. That means, now try and understand, two bigger number. The number should be on the left side bigger and the number should be on the right hand side bigger. So sorry children. Now see again. Fourth rule says a smaller numeral between two greater numerals gets subtracted from the numeral on its right. Now try and understand. It is saying the smaller number between two greater numbers. So here you see 5, 1, 10 and 10. So which smaller number is coming between the two greater number? That is this I. Yes. And on the right hand side we are having 5 and on the left hand side we are having 10. So in this case we will subtract this smaller number from the number which is on the right hand side. So which number is on the right hand side? 5 is on the right hand side. So we will subtract 1 from 5. So 10 plus 10 is 20 and plus 5 25 minus 1 24. So 24 is value of XXIV. In the same way children, here LIX, there are three letters you can see and the smaller one is this one, I. On the left hand side L is there, on the right hand side X is there. This is right hand side and this is left hand side. So we will be subtracting number from right side. So 10 minus 1 is what? 9 and L's value is what? 50. So 50 plus 10 minus 1, that is 59 is the answer. Now children, let's see what fifth rule says. Fifth rule says that 5, that is V, 50, that is L and D, that is 500 are never repeated and they are never subtracted from any number. That means we cannot repeat V, L and D and we cannot subtract these three numbers from any other number. To make this point clear, let's see here. What is this 950? Suppose we want to write 950, we can write 1000 minus 50, which is right, but it is right in Hindu Arabic, not in Roman numeral. We cannot write LM for 950 in Roman numeral. This is wrong because rule says L cannot be subtracted from any number. So for writing 950, we have to take CM, that is 1000 minus 100, which is equal to 900 plus 50, that is L. So CML is right way of writing 950 in Roman numeral. Now see what is next rule says. Rule 6th says the numeral I, X, C, that is 1, 10 and 100 are used to subtract. But there is one rule which we have to keep in our mind. First, I can be subtracted from Vx. That means 1 can be subtracted from 5 and 10, but only once. So if we want to write 3, we cannot write 1, 1, 5, because rule says if the smaller digit comes on the left hand side of bigger digit, we can subtract. But no, this is wrong, because we are allowed to subtract only once from 5. So 5 minus 1 is wrong way of writing Roman numeral. IV is wrong. What is correct way? I and V, that is 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. Now the third one, X can be, that is 10, can be subtracted from L, that is 50, and C, that is 100, only once. Again children, if I'll write X, XL, that is 50 minus 10 is wrong. We have to write XL, that is equal to 40, that is 50 minus 10, which is equal to 40. This is correct way. Now the last of this part, sixth rule, C, that is 100 can be subtracted from D, that is 500, and M, that is from 1000, only once. So CCM, which is equal to 1000 minus 100 minus 100 minus 100. This is wrong. Why this is wrong? Because we are allowed to subtract only once. So CM is right. 1000 minus 100, which is equal to 900. This is right. Now see what seventh rule says. Seventh rule says the numeral I, that is 1, or V, that is 5, never return on the left of L, that is 50, and C, that is 100. That means I and 5. We cannot write I and V on the left side of L and C. The eighth one. Eighth rule says the numeral L, that is 50, is never written on left of C, that is 100. So we cannot write L on the left side of C. This is all about writing rules for writing Roman numerals. I believe it is clear to you all. Now children, let's take example. Example of how to change Hindu Arabic into Roman numeral and how to change Roman numeral into Hindu Arabic. Now let's see what is first. Hindu Arabic into Roman numeral. Suppose our number is 1668. It is written in Hindu Arabic and we have to change into Roman numeral. So what we have to do? We have to first break this number according to their place value. That means we have to write into expanded form. That is 1000 plus 600 plus 60 plus 8. Now you have to write Roman numeral for these numbers. Like for 1000, what is there? M. And for 600, D, C. And for 60, LX. For 8, V, I. So M for 1000, DC for 600, LX for 60, and VI for 8. And now we will join these together. So M, D, C, L, X, V, I is a Roman numeral which is having value 1668. Now let's see how to change Roman numeral into Hindu Arabic. Suppose your number is M, C, M, L, X, X, I, X. So children, break this number also according to their place value and start from ones column. Now, rule says smaller number between two bigger number will be subtracted from the number on its right side. That means X. I will be subtracted from X. 10 minus 1, that is 9. So at ones place we will be writing 9. Then X, XL. Rule says smaller number on the right hand side of bigger number, we will add. So LXX is 70. Sorry, yes, 70. And CM, rule says smaller number on the left side of the bigger number. We will be subtracting. So 1000 minus 100, 900, and M's value is 1000. So M for 1000, CM for 900, LXX is for 70, IX for 9 makes number 1979. With this, children, I'll finish revision of Roman numerals, and I believe it is clear to you all. For getting more clarity, you have to practice and you have to keep these rules in your mind. So, thank you children. Stay blessed.